Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. We just got over from the softball field after they defeated Lenape Valley 18-4 in a 5-inning mercy game. And now we are here back on the main station for baseball, where Pequannock will be taking on Vernon here at the PTHS baseball field. This is Todd Kazazek reporting this game to you live here on TJK Network. Pequannock will be entering this game with an overall record of 5-2 with a 5-1 divisional record, coming off a loss to Hanover Park yesterday, 7-2, looking to bounce back in this game. Vernon will be entering this game with an overall record of 6-1 with a divisional record of 5-1, coming off a 10-9 win against Kittatinny, also yesterday. They're on a 6-game win streak. They started the season 0-1 and have won 6 straight. So they're going to be a tough opponent as they are red hot coming into this game. So it'll be an interesting game here. We'll see what Pequannock can do in trying to defeat this team. This is a non-divisional game, so this won't count to the divisional record here. But Pequannock will be coming onto the field momentarily to get things going. And also, on TJK Network 3 will be the boys lacrosse team, which will be starting momentarily. If you guys would like to tune into that. So let's get into your starting pitcher in this game for Pequannock. And that is going to be number 15, Tommy Corin, who is going to be on the mound for this game. Let's get into his stats here. So Tommy Corin is entering this game with an 0-1 record with a 4.59 ERA. He has allowed 9 hits, 2 walks, struck out 5 batters, and averages 5 strikeouts a game, as this is his only, or that was his only game. So this will be a second start of the season. So he's looking to bounce back after taking a loss in his first start here. And here we go, top of the first. Up at bat is number 5, Matt Bauman for the Vernon Vikings. And Tommy Corin pitches a strike in his first pitch on Bauman. One one. – 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1 2-1 on Matt Bauman. This one's fouled back. It's a bit of a contrast yesterday. It's still windy out today, but on an opposite note, because it's a nice, cool, comfortable breeze. It's a lot warmer out today. This one strikes third. It's a full count. 3-2. Another one fouled back here. Bauman keeps the count alive. Is that a swing? Nope. It's ball 4. It's a walk. And Bauman takes his base. Up to bat next will be number 3, Dustin Wagner. Here's a pitch. It's a low. Pickoff attempt. And the runner at first stays safe. Another pickoff attempt there. And the runner's still safe at first. 1-0 on Wagner still. And Tommy Korn deals a strike. Now pickoff attempt there. And this one gets past Gertler. And the runner goes. And he is going to steal second. So now Vernon has a player in scoring position with no outs. The count is 1-1. And that's strike 2. And the batter takes time. And this one is lined to right field and caught by Donovan Castle for the out. Pequannock able to keep Matt Ballman at second base as well. And now up to bat will be number 12, James Curry. Pickoff attempt at second. Runner stays put. Swing and a miss. 0-1 on James Curry. This one's low. It's going to even the count at 1-1. Two one on Curry. That's going to be strike two. Count now even at 2-2. And that's strike three. Horan catches Curry looking. And that's 2 outs. Now to bat, number 24, Joe Rodriguez for the Vernon Vikings. Popped up. And caught by Jack Picardo to end off the top of the first. And Pequannock will be due up to bat. Let's get into the batting order for Pequannock. So here's also your starting defense as well as we get over and get into the positioning. So batting first will be right fielder Donovan Castle, followed by Bobby Van Riper at second base, then Jack Picardo at shortstop, then Michael Gertler for first base, then designated hitter Nick Koltak, and he'll be DHing for the left fielder, who is John Fody, number 3. And at center field, Nick Zucala, then right-handed pitcher number 15, Tommy Korn, who is starting in the game, of course. And then you got catcher Thomas Picardo. And then batting last, Cooper Carlin at third base. Now, as we also get into the other stuff, be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel as we try to reach our next goal of 1,100 subscribers. Going by 100 for every goal, you could say. Maybe even get up by 10 to 1,060, maybe by the end of the week or the end of the stream. I don't know. We're trying to get these goals, bit by bit. But, hit the subscribe button to stay notified as well to when we post or release a new live stream. This stream is also brought to you by bulbhead.com and topwaterbastards.com. Let's get into our starting pitcher for Vernon. That's going to be number 11, Michael Pecoraro, if I pronounced that correctly. Once again, apologies if we mispronounce any of the opponents' names. And he's going to be coming into this game with a 1.95 ERA and 22 strikeouts. He has pitched for 14.1 innings, so he's very solid. And, you know, you're going to have a very sharp game plan to get past this pitcher. So anyways, here we are getting ready for the top of the the bottom of the first momentarily. Of course, due up for Pequannock is Donovan Castle, Bobby Van Riper, and Jack Picardo. So here we are in the bottom of the first. The first pitch is popped up and goes foul. To start Castle off 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. This one's low. Count's gonna now even. It's now a full count now. This one's high. It makes its way out. It's not a home run. Or is it? Not sure. I believe he did make the catch right at the fence. It was out, but it is a out on Pequannock. That was a miraculous catch. For a second, I thought it was a home run or it was going to be a ground rule double, but no. The catcher made the catch. So it's 1 out, and we continue here. Bobby Van Riper up to bat. It's 2-0. (3-0) on Bobby Van Riper. First strike dealt on Van Riper. The count's now 3-1. And now it's been worked to a full count. And Bobby Van Riper works a walk. So Bobby Van Riper takes first base. And now coming up is Jack Picardo, number 2. Popped up. It goes foul. And this one goes to center field and is caught. Wow, what a catch. And it's 2 outs. 2 miraculous catches in the outfield. The first one, which was nearly a home run, was robbed. No one knew what it was for a second until the outfielder showed he caught it right at the fence. For a second, I thought he didn't have it. I didn't say it was a home run because I was unsure, and it ended up not being one. But Michael Gertler, though, gets this one out to center field, and coming in to score is Pequannock. They strike first. It's Van Riper. It's 1-0. It's a RBI double for Michael Gertler. So Pequannock takes a 1-0 lead with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And out to bat will be number 23, Nick Koltak. This one will go foul. Oh and 2 on Koltak. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 3 and out number 3 to end off the first inning. But Pequannock strikes first from Michael Gertler, getting an RBI double. And will now be entering the top of the second shortly. Here, entering the top of the second. Up to bat is, can't see the name right now, but we'll see the number hopefully on the first pitch. That's number 23, Tyler Dobrinsky. So he'll start off 1-0 from that first pitch. And he has dealt his first strike by Tommy Korn. This one, grounded over, gets out to left field for a base hit single. Now to bat, number 7, Chris Perota. One out. And Perota is dealt his first strike. Going for the bunt. Goes over to Korn, over to Gertler. He gets the out at first base. Moving to second is Tyler Dobrzinski. Up to bat now will be number 22, Gavin Bruno. So a runner in scoring position with one out for the Vernon Vikings. This one goes off the dirt. Thomas Picardo with a good block to keep that from going behind. Two zero. Three zero. Tommy Korn is able to find the strike zone there and get one. It's 3-1. And that's going to be ball four. There'll be a runner on first and second now. Still one out. Up to bat now is number 9, Aiden Karwoski. Pickoff attempt, and the runner is out at second. Great play from Corin over to Picardo, getting number 23, Tyler Dobrzinski, out. And now there's no more runner in scoring position, and there's 2 outs. Another pickoff attempt at first, but the runner's safe. Runner goes. Picardo getting the tag. He's out. Great play by Thomas Picardo. He's able to throw out that batter, or excuse me, that runner from the plate. And that's going to end off the top of the second, and now Pequannock will be back up to bat going into the bottom momentarily. So here we are entering the bottom of the second. Due up for Pequannock is Nick Zucala, Tommy Korn, and Thomas Picardo. So here we are entering the bottom of the second. One zero on Zucala. This one's fouled back. And Nick Zucala is nailed. And that is going to be an automatic walk. Oof. And now up to bat is going to be Tommy Corrin. Runner goes. And Zucala is safe at second. No outs. Pequannock now has a runner in scoring position. Count will be 0-1 on Corrin. Runner goes again. Zucala is safe at third as that pitch gets behind the catcher of Vernon. So 1-1 on Corrin. Zucala can be brought in home. He's at third. Great base running by Zucala. I should say base stealing as well. This one is bunted. And Zucala is going to come home and score. Corrin is out at first, but it's 2-0 Pequannock, nonetheless. Some smart playing by Pequannock. Corrin gets the bunt there. The defense got a little confused there. They were going to make the play to first, which they did. They got the out, but then they noticed that Zucala was halfway there on the way. They tried to make the play, but Zucala was already at home, and now it's 2-0 Pequannock. And out to bat will be Thomas Picardo, number 13. So 1 out, 1-0 on Picardo. We're going to have a timeout on the mound here. So it looks like we're actually going to have a change, not on the pitching side, but the catching side. So another catcher is going to come in here. So that's what the timeout's for. So the pitcher's going to warm him up there. Not sure because I can't see the number who it is. We'll take a look right now. So there's two catchers on the rosters. The one that started was number 12, James Curry. So that means that most likely number 23, Tyler Dobrozinski, is going to come in. He was the designated hitter in this game, so the batting order should not change, or for that part, but I'm not sure. Let's see. He's coming to the mound. Yes, it is number 23. So we were right. So it is Tyler Dob Dobrozinski. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that name. I'm not sure what happened to the original starting catcher in this game, which was obviously, I think, number 12, James Curry. Not sure what's causing this longer timeout here. I got some information here. Ran to the dugout to ask. So I believe the starting catcher got taken out because he messed up his wrist. Hopefully he is all right. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer timeout here as we figure out what happens here. The backup catcher is ready to go. Little score update for Pequannock boys lacrosse on TJK Network 3. They are trailing 8-0. 5:53 to go in the second against the rival Pequannock Colts. So number 12, the starting catcher, James Curry, is still got his gear on, but he is getting checked out. Alright, here we are. Back in the game. I believe this is the actual original starting catcher in this game. And he took a pitch and he immediately dropped the glove there in pain or in discomfort. So that's going to be it for James Curry. And number 23, which I believe is the backup catcher, Tyler Dobrzinski, is going to have to take over here. So we're still on a timeout here due to an injury here. They'll get the backup catcher ready to go once again. And we'll see what happens momentarily. All right, so the backup catcher getting warmed up. Hopefully James Curry is okay. We'll see who takes over lineup-wise for the designated hitter role, because that's what the backup catcher, Tyler Dobrzinski, was doing. He was the designated hitter. Uh, he was he was the DH for number 11, Michael Pequannock, which was the pitcher. So we'll see what they have to do in the batting order. I'm going to believe that James Curry, who was batting third, is going to be replaced by the backup catcher, Tyler Dobrzinski, and there's going to be no designated hitter unless they take someone else, unless the pitcher bats as well. So that's my assumption of what's going to happen, is that the backup catcher who is DHing for the pitcher is going to have to take James Curry's spot, and the pitcher's going to have to pitch, or they'll find another designated hitter to come in. I'm not sure how that works entirely, so we'll see what they do to the lineup here. So here we are, coming out of the timeout here. Back in this game, Thomas Picardo up to bat. The first pitch was 1-0 before the wrist injury. And now it's 1-1. 1 out as well. And this one is grounded. It takes a bounce as well. And it'll be a base hit single for Thomas Picardo. And now to bat will be Cooper Carlin. And also we're going to have a pinch runner come in as Nolan Casey takes over at first base. And there was a pickoff attempt on Nolan Casey, but he's safe at first. One out on Cooper Carlin. All right, pickoff attempt. The runner stays safe. Runner goes. Is he safe? He's out. And that's out number 2. So 2-0 on the count here. Or now 3-0 after that pitch, by the way. So let's see. That one's low. It's ball 4, so it's walk on 4 straight pitches. And now Cooper Carlin takes his base. And now we're back off at the leadoff batter at Donovan Castle. Pequannock's still up 2-0. Looking to maybe get another in here. Castle nearly hit a home run, but it was caught right at the fence there. This one gets behind. Cooper Carlin getting to second here, and he is safe. One 0-1. Castle. 1-1 on Castle. Two 1 on Donovan Castle. With 2 outs. Runner in scoring position for Pequannock. This one's fouled back. It will be a full count now at 3-2. This one is drilled to right field. And it's going to be a double, as that one just goes off the fence. So it's not a home run, but it will bring a runner in as Cooper Carlin scores. So an RBI double for Donovan Castle to make it 3-0 Pequannock. And now to bat will be Bobby Van Riper. Bobby Van Riper will start off 1-0. Two 0 on Van Riper. 3-0. And Bobby Van Riper works the walk on 4 pitches once again. So up to bat is Jack Picardo with Castle in scoring position for Pequannock. Picardo dealt a strike on his first pitch. Oh, 2 on Jack Picardo. This one is grounded over to second. They get the out That's going to end off our second inning, but Pequannock tackles on another run. And we'll lead 3-0. And the top of the third will begin shortly. So we are getting ready for the top of the third. This is where we see anything changes in the order if we get to that point. But up to bat will be number 9, Aiden Karwoski. As we now enter the top of the third. This one is grounded to left field. It's a base hit single. Up to bat now, number 16, Charlie Palladino. A 1. Pickoff attempt. Runner safe at first. Pickoff attempt again. Runner safe at first. Great play. The count's going to be 1-1. Strike 2. Popped up. Making the catch is left fielder John Fody for the out. Up to bat now is number 5, Matt Bauman. Runner goes. No throw is made. And he steals second. With 1 out, Vernon has a player in scoring position. The leadoff batter, number 5, Matt Bauman. Batting, he has a 1-0 count, as this one is grounded to second, and Pequannock makes a play to first there to Gertler for the out. 2 outs. Runner at second advances to third as well. Now up to bat is number 3, Dustin Wagner. So 2 outs, runner on third. Good block by Thomas Picardo. 1-0 on Dustin Wagner. And this one is lined and caught at center field for the third out. And that's going to end off the top of the third, and we'll now be entering the bottom of the third. Pequannock's defense has been immaculate so far in this game. They were in multiple... Well, I should say Vernon had multiple scoring opportunities, but Pequannock's defense prevails and keeps it a 3-0 game. Bottom of the third will begin shortly. Oh, and also we're going to have a pitching change, it looks like, going into the bottom of the third here. Originally, starting was number 11, Michael Pecoraro, but he is not pitching anymore. Taking over is now number 6, Joe DeAbril. And he is coming in this game with no stats. So this will be his first time pitching in this game. We could try to pull up his last year's stats, maybe. And there's only stats for this year, so unfortunately, this may be, or this probably will be his first time pitching. So up to bat will be Michael Gertler. So here we are in the bottom of the third. Gertler up to bat. And a new pitcher on for Vernon. And his first pitch is a strike. And this one is lined foul. So the count's going to be 0-2 now. This one goes to the dirt. Even count at 2-2. This one strike start. It's now a full count at 3-2. And this one is high. And it's gone. Michael Gertler hits a home run right around left field. It's 4-0. So Gertler hits a home run there to make it 4-0. Now up to bat is number 23, Nick Koltak. He's dealt a strike on the first pitch. One on Koltak, and it's now 2-1. This one strikes third again. Count is 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. It's been worked to a full count. And it's a walk. Ball 4 on Koltak. And now its bat will be number 35, Nick Zucala. Two-0 for the count on Nick Zucala. No outs. The count's 3-0. Strike one. So now it's a 3-1 count. And that was a little high. It's ball 4. Another walk here. This will force Koltak to second, which will put Pequannock in scoring position as Tommy Korn comes up to bat. And this one's fouled. That one got a little close to Tommy Corn, but he avoids being hit. It's ball one. Counts even at 1-1. That one is just foul, so it's a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Corn goes down on strikes. Now coming up to bat is Thomas Picardo. One on Picardo. That one hit dirt. 2-1. And that one clips Thomas Picardo. It's another hit by pitch in this game. And now the bases will be loaded with one out. And, of course, we're going to have a pinch runner come in. Nolan Casey's going to take over for Thomas Picardo at first base. So bases loaded, one out. And now Cooper Carlin up to bat for the Panthers. This one is lined to right field. Coming in to score, Nick Koltak. And also scoring is Nick Zukala. It's 6-0. And coming up now to bat is number 9, Donovan Castle. Cooper Carlin at second. Nolan Casey at third. 2 Pequannock players still in scoring position. Donovan Castle can get them in as well. And this one is hit fair. And he is out at first. Coming in to score is Nolan Casey. It's 7-0 Pequannock. So it's another RBI in this game by now Donovan Castle. Cooper Carlin advances to third. He's now the only runner on, but he is at third base. And now Bobby Van Riper up to bat. So 2 outs. And 0-1 now on the first pitch to Bobby Van Riper. One on Van Riper. This one gets over to third, tries to make the play to first. It's no good as he had trouble with it. And that's going to get Cooper Carlin to score. It's now 8-0. So Bobby Van Riper out first, Jack Picardo now up to bat. Popped up. And no one's able to get that one there. Foul ball. It's going to be 0-1. Pequannock boys across, trailing 12-0 in the third quarter. Pickoff attempt by Vernon. Probably Vernon for safe at first. 2 outs. Runner on first. This one's low. Ball 1. This one is high, and it lands in the glove at center field for the third out to end the third inning. But Pequannock tackles on a few more runs, and now lead 8-0. And the top of the fourth will begin shortly. Here we are entering the top of the fourth. Up to bat is now number 8. Who is dealt a strike. Swing and a miss. Apologies. It's actually the pitcher, number 6, Joe de Abril. And 0-2 for his count. Apologies for the count there. The shirt was kind of folded, so it looked like an 8 on the front until the swing gave the number away from the backside. So it is the pitcher that came in. That one's tips back foul. Two count. And this one's grounded to short. Jack Picardo makes a throw. Over to Gertler. Gets the out. Now it's about number 24, Joe Rodriguez. This one goes foul. So there is the count update. So James Curry, who was batting third, is now replaced by the pitcher that we just saw previously, Joe DeApril. And we'll see who bats next. It's most likely going to be the backup catcher, now out of the designated hitter role, as he's now playing in the game. 0-1, 1 out. And Joe Rodriguez lines this one to right field. It'll be a base hit single. Now to bat. Of course, now the backup catcher, no longer a designated hitter. Well, backup catcher that's now playing out of the designated hitter role. Number 23, Tyler Dobrzinski. Pickoff attempt. Runner safe at first. This one gets behind. Runner advances to second as he's able to get it on a steal. Two-0 count. That's going to be strike one. Count will now be 3-1. One out. Runner in scoring position for Vernon. And that's ball four. So first and second now occupied by runners. Coming up to bat now is number 7, Chris Peralta. And we'll have a quick timeout here as we're going to have a pinch runner come in for the catcher, Tyler Dobrzinski. And coming into pinch run will be number 21, George Trosh. So Trosh now at first base. 1-0 on the batter. Cardo able to block that one there. It's 2-0 on the batter, which is Chris Peralta. This one got past Picardo again, but he was able to get it fast to prevent any runners from trying to steal here. It's 2-1, as that pitch was a strike. And Austin Baum makes his way to the bullpen. The count now evens at 2-2. Runner goes. And this one gets past Cooper Carlin here. And that is going to force a runner to score here on Pequannock. That being Otto TJK, number 24. It's 8-1 on a full count. One out. 8-1 now. Runner on second. Excuse me, number 24. That the wrong number. I said the wrong player for 24 scored. I meant Joe Rodriguez. Excuse me on that. So Joe Rodriguez was the one that scored as of right now Vernon's only run. So it's 3-2, one out. Batter's going to take some time. And this one's ball 4. And we're going to have a timeout. Take Tommy Korn. We'll stay on the mound, but Austin Baum warming up in the bullpen. So full count. Or excuse me, it was a walk on Chris Parada. Now Gavin Bruno, number 22, up to bat. Strike 1. Oh, 2 from that foul ball. On number 9, Aiden Kowalski. And he is struck out. Huge strikeout. Tommy Korn gets for Pequannock. 2 outs. And now up to bat. Number 9, Aiden Kowalski, after Gavin Bruno struck out. 1-0. Two 0. Pick off attempt there. Runner stays at second. 2-0. Count still. Corn deals a strike. It's 2-1. This one's up high. And it lands at center field. 1 run scores. And now 2 runs will score. It's now 8-3. Pequannock still leading. But that will clear the runners on base. And the batter gets on second from a double. Now to bat will be number 16, Charlie Palladino. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One count. Strike 2. Even count, 2-2. It's now a full count. 3-2 on Palladino. This one's high. Ball 4. It's another walk. And now up to bat, number 5, Matt Bauman. One out. Count on Matt Bauman. Runner goes, or tries to, gets back at first on that pickup attempt. Two 0, 2 outs. Pequannock just trying to get out of this jam here. Corn finds strike zone. It's 2-1. This one's high and caught for the out by Fody. And that's going to do it for the top of the fourth. We'll now be entering the bottom of the fourth shortly. Vernon gets 3, but Pequannock still leads 8-3. Here we are coming into the bottom of the fourth inning. And also we're going to have another pitcher come onto the mound for Vernon. Coming on now is number 25, Matt Rugel, coming in relief of Joe De Abril, who took over the starter of Michael Pecoraro, or Pecoraro. Apologies for the mispronunciations. And that's strike one. Count even at 1-1. Two one count. And this one gets grounded right to the pitcher, who makes the play at first for the out. Batting was Michael Gertler. Now coming out to bat will be number 23, Nick Kolatak. This one goes foul. So 1-0 on Coltuck. One, two count. Excuse me. Scoreboard took away the strike, so I reset it, but I was right on the initial call. And that's going to be strike three as... Okay, so they actually did mess it up, so it is going to be a 2-2 count. For a second, I thought it was strike three. This one's grounded to the pitcher. Gets it to the first baseman for the out. Apologies for that confusion in the count there. I always look on the scoreboard to make sure it is correct from my observation, and they kept changing it. And now Nick Zuccalla will come up to bat. So Zuccalla batting. One out. Popped up. Caught it left field for the third out. That'll end our fourth inning as we now enter the top of the fifth. Pequannock still leading 8-3. Vernon now will be back up to bat shortly. So we're going to have a pitching change here for Pequannock. Coming in is number 17, Austin Baum. We'll get his stats for you now that we have some information. So here he is, pitching stats for Austin Baum. He's 0-0, has no earned runs, so he has a 0.00 ERA. He's only pitched for 1 inning, and he didn't have any hits, walks, or strikeouts in the game. He did hit one batsman on accident. But other than that, he's looking to maybe get his first strikeout of the season here. So Austin Baum taking over for Tommy Korn, who had a great outing after his first game that Pequannock lost, which was against Morristown. So here we are in the top of the fifth with number 3, Dustin Wagner, up to bat for Vernon. And this one is hit foul. One. This one's tipped back foul. This one strike start. Count evens at 2-2. This one grounds to short. Over the first. Picardo to Gertler. Pequannock gets the out. Now it's about will be the pitcher that came in relief of the first reliever, Matt Rugel, number 25. Strike one. Great pitch by Austin Baum. That one was perfectly, looked like down the center there. Strike two. Another great pitch by Austin. Swing and a miss. Austin Baum gets his first strikeout of the season. 2 outs. Oh, 1 on number 24, Joe Rodriguez, who's up to bat for Vernon. This one's popped up and goes foul. Count now 1-2. Popped up. And right field, Castle makes the catch for the 3rd out. And now Pequannock will be back up to bat as we now enter the bottom of the 5th. momentarily. Here we are entering the bottom of the fifth. Up to bat, number 15, Tommy Korn. It's one strike start. This one makes its way to right field. It'll be a base hit. Korn is held at first. It's a single. And now to bat will be number 13, Thomas Picardo. Picardo dealt a strike there, 0-1. This one is grounded. It could be a possible double play. And they don't get it. Korn is out at second, but Picardo's safe at first. And a pinch runner will come in once again for Thomas Picardo. That's Nolan Casey, number 16. Pickoff attempt. Safe at first for Nolan Casey. Strike one on Cooper Carlin, who's up at bat for Pequannock. Runner goes. Casey is safe at second. Count is 0-2 on Cooper Carlin. One out. Pequannock now has a runner in scoring position. This one is lined out to center field. And Nolan Casey will get to third, which is where he's going to be held at as they got it over to him. But he is safe. Now, Donovan Castle up to bat. This one's high. Out to center field. And they make the catch. Tagging is Nolan Casey. And he gets home. Another RBI for Donovan Castle. It's 9-3. Now to bat will be number 22, Bobby Van Riper. One out on Van Riper. 2 outs also. I'll put that there. Apologies for that. Pick off attempt there. Ball got loose though, but Cooper Carlin's still safe at first. One count on Bobby Van Riper. Pick off attempt. Save at first. Two one. Three one count. This one is going to go foul. Bobby Van Riper has worked it to a full count at 3-2. Runner goes. But it's going to go foul, so Cooper Carlin will be forced to come back. Runner goes. But Bobby Van Riper is going to walk anyway, so he would have been moved to second anyway. So 2 outs, and now Jack Picardo up to bat. But Pequannock still putting runners on base here, so they're still going. 2-0 on Jack Picardo. And that's a strike. But Jack Picardo ducked on that one. That one, I'm not sure. But it's a strike. Ruled by the official, I guess. But the count's now going to be 3-1 now. As that pitch was a little high. Full count now, 3-2. This one's high. Over to right field for the catch. And that's going to end the 5th inning, and will now enter the top of 6. Pequannock gets one more run and lead 9-3. Here we are, entering the top of the 6th inning. Up to bat is number 25, Matt Rugel. Apologies, excuse me. Number 23, Tyler Dobrzynski, up to bat, who was dealt a strike on his first pitch at 0-1. Grounded to short. Picardo to Gertler. And that one was a little high there for Gertler to get the out, so runner is safe at first. It's a single. Now at bat will be number 7, Chris Parada. Now the pinch runner is going to come in for the catcher. And coming in is number 21, George Troche. This one is lined over. Bobby Van Riper makes the catch. So that's 1 out. Up at bat now is number 22, Gavin Bruno, who just got dealt a strike. 1 out, 0-1. Here's a pitch. That one's high. Count's going to even at 1-1. This one is caught by Donovan Castle, as that one was lined to right field. And that's 2 outs. Now it's bat as number 9, Aiden Karwowski. Two zero. Three 0 count. Three 1 now, as Austin Baum finds the strike zone. This one is grounded to second. Bobby Van Riper gets the runner out. And that is going to be out number 3. And now end off the top of 6 as Pequannock gets right back up to bat for the bottom of 6 shortly. So here we are getting ready for the bottom of the 6th. And here we go. Michael Gertler will bat for Pequannock. Start off the bottom of the 6th, you could say. This one is foul. Oh, 2 on Gertler. He hit a home run earlier in this game. A solo home run, as no one was on base. Once you count. This one's hit. And is not caught at center field. Gertler makes it to first. He's on the run still. And he'll stop at second. It's a base hit double for Gertler. And up to bat now will be number 23, Nick Kolczak, the designated hitter. One out on Kolczak. One on Kolczak. That's going to be strike 2. Swing and a miss. Nick Kolczak strikes out. And Nick Zucala coming on. One out for Pequannock. With Gertler in scoring position at second base. Popped up. And the catch is not made. But Gertler is out at second as he tried to get to third. Unfortunately. Tommy Corn up to bat. So that one was popped up high by Zucala. And it was in fair territory. The third baseman, I believe that was, did not make the catch. And Gertler didn't know if he got in the mix there in between second and third. He tried to get back, but he was out. And of course, Zucala is safe at first. 0-1. Runner goes. Zucala is safe at second. Two-one count. That one got behind. And Zucala able to steal third. So Zucala can get home here. A good base hit to make it 10-3. And this one is grounded. And The play is not made to first in time, and Zucala scores. It's an RBI single for Tommy Corn. And it's 10-3 Pequannock. With 2 outs. And now up to bat is number 13, Thomas Picardo. This one is lined out to center field. And it's a base hit single for Picardo. And gets Tommy Corn over to second. And Nolan Casey will come into pinch run once again for Thomas Picardo. And now Cooper Carlin up to bat for Pequannock. Pickoff attempt. Corn gets back at second. He's safe. 1-0 on Cooper Carlin. Two 0. Two 1 count now. Cooper dealt a strike. Pickoff attempt. Corn is safe at second, but the ball gets past, or I should say, just gets past the second baseman, but Corn stays put and safe. Pequannock with a 7-run lead at 10-3. This one gets out to right field. Coming in to score, Tommy Corn. And Cooper Carlin brings in an RBI single. Nolan Casey at third. Runner at each corner. And now Donovan Castle up to bat for Pequannock. So first and third. Castle to bat, 2 outs. This one's launched high at right field. Is it gone? See ya! A home run for Donovan Castle. And it's 14-3. And that is going to end our game early here. A 3-run homer by Castle to finish off this game for Pequannock. So Pequannock takes down the red-hot Vernon Vikings, who started season 0-1 but have won 6 straight and entered the game 6-1. But Pequannock takes them down in a 14-3 score. And Pequannock bouncing back after that 7-2 loss against Hanover Park yesterday. And will advance to an overall record of 6-2, and Vernon will drop down to a 6-2 record from 6-1. So overall, a great game by Pequannock. And Pequannock, their next baseball game will be, let's take a look for you guys. Looks like they'll be playing on Tuesday on the road at Wayne Hills. Unfortunately, that won't be on the broadcast. Their next home game will be next Thursday, so a week from now, against Hasbrook Heights. So that's going to do it here on TJK Network. Your final score once again, 14-3 Pequannock. Only 6 innings. Anyways, this is Todd Kazak reporting this game to you live. Pequannock versus Vernon here at the PTHS Baseball Field. We will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Peace out.